Before strength returns to your body, it must first return to your mind. The real foundation of healthy knees doesn't begin with squats, lunges, or hours at the gym. It begins right here with awareness. Sit tall at the edge of your chair, feet flat on the ground, shoulders relaxed. Slowly lift your right leg forward, straighten your knee as much as you comfortably can hold for 3 seconds, and lower it back down. Simple. Yes, but behind this small, quiet motion is one of the most powerful messages your body can send. I still know how to move. I remember working with Richard, a 68-year-old veteran who told me he avoided stairs for years. He wasn't weak. He was afraid his knees would fail him. When he started practicing this simple lift, his balance improved within weeks. He told me, "It's strange my knees aren't just stronger. They actually listen to me again." That's the secret this exercise hides. You're not just training muscles, you're retraining communication between your brain and your knees. Science backs this up. The American Geriatric Society found that slow, controlled leg extensions help restore neural signals that guide stability, reducing joint pressure by nearly 30%. This means every mindful lift teaches your brain to move confidently again. Want to make it easier? Slide your heel forward instead of lifting. Ready for more? Add a light ankle weight or increase your hold to 5 seconds. The goal isn't perfection, it's connection. Every repetition whispers to your nervous system, you are safe, you are steady, you are strong. Over time, these messages rewrite your body's memory, helping you stand taller, move smoother, and walk with confidence again. But knowing how to lift isn't enough because true strength doesn't come from one muscle alone. There's a deeper network beneath you, silent but vital, waiting to be awakened next. If the first movement rebuilt your trust, this next one strengthens the ground that trust stands on. Most people think knee pain comes from weak joints, but the truth is simpler and more surprising. It comes from dormant support. Beneath your knees lies a chain of quiet heroes, your thighs, hamstrings, calves, and glutes. When they stop working together, your knees take all the stress. That's when walking feels heavy and stairs become mountains. Sit near the edge of your chair, feet flat, knees bent about 90 degrees. Now press your heels firmly into the ground as if you're trying to push the floor away. Don't move your legs. Just hold that invisible press for 3 slow seconds, then release. Feel that gentle pressure wakes up muscles that may have been asleep for years. I once coached Linda, 71, who said her legs felt missing. She couldn't find strength even when she tried. But when she practiced this exact movement, her body started to respond. After a week, she said, "I can feel my legs again. It's like they remembered I'm still here." That's the magic of this simple press. It reactivates the deep stabilizers that protect every joint and step. Science confirms this. Research from the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity shows that isometric heel presses increase total lower body muscle activation by up to 40% without adding strain to the knees. This movement boosts circulation, coordination, and joint protection, all while sitting still. Start gently, hold for 3 to 5 seconds. Breathe evenly and feel tension rise from your heels up to your hips. If it feels easy, increase pressure until your hips almost lift off the chair. Every silent press sends strength upward through your body, reconnecting what time once separated. It's small, it's invisible, but it's rebuilding your foundation from the ground up. But strength alone isn't enough, because the real test begins the moment you move side to side, where balance quietly determines your freedom. Balance isn't lost overnight, it fades slowly in the tiny moments when your body stops trusting its own stability. You don't notice it at first, a slight wobble when reaching for something, a hesitant step off a curb, a quick grab at a railing. These are your body's quiet warnings that the muscles keeping you centered have gone silent. Sit tall near the edge of your chair, feet flat on the floor, knees bent at 90 degrees. Slowly slide your right foot outward, keeping your heel and knee aligned, then bring it back to center. Repeat with your left. Keep your spine straight, shoulders relaxed, and breathing smooth. It might look simple, but this side-to-side motion activates the gluteus medius, your side hip stabilizer, one of the most overlooked muscles for knee health and balance. I once worked with Carol, a 72-year-old retired teacher, who told me she had stopped walking in the park after tripping on uneven ground. Her knees weren't the problem. It was the weak muscles in her hips that couldn't adjust fast enough. After 3 weeks of gentle seated side steps, she came back smiling. I walked across the grass without thinking about it, she said. That's the quiet power of reawakening lateral control. It teaches your body how to adjust, recover, and stay upright even when life tilts unexpectedly. Science supports it. The National Institute on Aging reports that improving hip side strength can cut fall risk by nearly 50% in adults over 60. So if you want to make this move harder, loop a light resistance band around your knees. You'll feel those outer hips ignite like a forgotten safety net coming back online. Don't focus on distance. Focus on connection. Each small glide trains your body to stay centered no matter which way you move. Every step sideways teaches stability, the kind that keeps you confident, steady, and free. But staying balanced on the outside means nothing if the center holding you together is weak, and for most people, that forgotten core sits quietly between the knees waiting to be rebuilt. Strength isn't just about lifting or pressing. Sometimes it's about holding everything together. Deep inside your legs lies a group of muscles that quietly stabilize every movement you make, the inner thighs or adductors. Most people never train them, yet they're the glue that keeps your knees, hips, and lower back working in harmony. Sit near the edge of your chair. Place a firm pillow, yoga block, or rolled towel between your knees. Feet flat, spine tall. Now squeeze gently and hold for 3 slow seconds, then release. Don't rush. Feel the tension build from your knees inward, pulling everything into alignment. When I first met George, 69, he complained of wobbling knees whenever he stood up. Physical strength wasn't his issue. His body lacked inner coordination. After 2 weeks of consistent inner thigh squeezes, he noticed something remarkable. His legs felt anchored. He said, "It's like my body finally learned how to move as one." That's what this simple motion does. It reawakens the stabilizers that time and inactivity slowly turned off. Science proves it. A study from the Mayo Clinic found that activating the inner thighs improves knee alignment and strengthens the pelvic floor, reducing instability and even easing lower back tension. That's because your adductors are connected to your core and pelvis. When they engage, they stabilize your entire lower body. Take it slow, squeeze lightly if you're starting out, or hold for 5 to 10 seconds for more challenge. Breathe evenly. You'll feel the strength spreading inward, like your body finding its center again. These quiet muscles are your hidden foundation, the ones that keep your steps controlled, your posture upright, and your balance grounded. Every gentle squeeze sends a reminder to your nervous system: you are centered, you are supported, you are strong. But even with strength and stability, your legs need energy, and that's where the final movement brings everything to life, restoring circulation, endurance, and freedom with every pulse. Every strong step begins with a small lift, the kind most people overlook until it's gone. When your calves and shins weaken, your steps shorten, your stride shuffles, and your confidence fades. This final movement is about waking up the rhythm that keeps your legs alive and your independence within reach. Sit comfortably at the edge of your chair, feet flat on the floor, knees bent about 90 degrees. Lift your heels while keeping your toes grounded. Hold for a slow count of 3, then lower them gently. Now reverse, lift your toes, heels pressed down, and feel the front of your lower legs engage. Alternate between the two like a gentle wave. You're not just moving, you're recharging your body's inner engine. I once worked with Helen, 74, who said her legs felt heavy like sandbags. She feared long walks and even short trips to the mailbox. After a few weeks of heel and toe lifts, something changed. Her legs felt lighter, her ankles steadier, her circulation stronger. She smiled and said, "It's strange, I didn't just move better, I felt younger." That's the quiet magic of this exercise. You're pumping life through your lower body, stimulating muscles that act like a second heart, pushing blood upward, improving circulation, and reducing swelling. Science agrees. Research from the American Heart Association shows that even 5 minutes of seated foot lifts can boost lower body circulation by 25%, preventing that heavy, numb feeling that often follows long hours of sitting. Add a small water bottle or dumbbell on your knees for resistance, or hold each lift for a few extra seconds to increase control. Focus on the rhythm, steady, mindful, alive. Every lift sends energy upward, flushing fatigue and replacing it with confidence. You're not just exercising, you're teaching your body how to move freely again. Feel that lightness. That's not just circulation returning, that's independence being restored. Because this isn't about workouts, it's about freedom. And the real transformation begins when these quiet moments turn into daily habits. The kind that rebuild not only strength, but life itself. If you've made it this far, take a slow, deep breath. You've done more than just move your legs. You've reconnected with your body in ways most people never do. These seated exercises may look simple, but their real power lies in what they teach your nervous system. That strength doesn't always shout, sometimes it whispers. The small lifts, the gentle presses, the controlled squeezes, they're all signals of renewal. Every repetition tells your body, I'm still here. I still control this. The biggest mistake people make isn't skipping a workout, it's losing patience. Healing isn't built in intensity, it's built in consistency. I've seen hundreds of adults over 60 transform their mobility, not by doing more, but by showing up every day, even for 10 minutes. Science confirms this too. Studies from the National Institute on Aging show that adults who perform light, consistent lower body activation 3 times a week experience a 40% improvement in walking confidence and balance stability within 2 months. It's not about perfection, it's about presence. So here's what I want you to remember. You don't need to master all 5 moves today. Start with 2 or 3. Make them part of your morning routine or your evening TV time. When it feels easy, add small challenges. Longer holds deeper focus or mindful breathing. Your goal isn't just to get stronger, it's to remind your body what it means to trust itself again. Because every time you move with intention, you're telling your body, I choose to stay independent. That's not just exercise, that's empowerment. Aging isn't about losing ability, it's about adapting wisely. And when you do, something incredible happens, fear fades, movement returns, and life expands again. So keep showing up, keep pressing, lifting, and believing. You're not just exercising, you're rebuilding the story of your strength, one quiet victory at a time. Pause for a moment and let this sink in. What you've done here isn't just exercise, it's transformation. You've reminded your body what safety feels like, your mind, what control feels like, and your spirit, what freedom feels like. Most people wait until pain forces them to act, but you've already done the hardest part. You started. Every lift, every squeeze, every press wasn't just physical movement, it was a declaration that you refuse to let age decide your limits. Think about how different life feels when movement isn't a fear, but a friend. Getting up from a chair without hesitation, climbing stairs without clutching the railing, walking through the grocery store without fatigue. Those are the victories that build independence. You've proven that real strength isn't found in the gym, it's found in the small daily choices that keep you moving forward. And here's what matters most. Healing isn't linear. Some days your knees will feel strong, other days stiff, and that's okay. Progress doesn't disappear, it adapts. Every mindful repetition, every moment you choose motion over stillness, sends one clear message to your body and brain. We're still in this together. So if you're sitting there feeling that subtle warmth in your legs, that quiet heartbeat of life pulsing back, hold on to it. That's your body thanking you. That's momentum. Revisit these movements 2 or 3 times a week. Share this routine with someone who needs hope. Let them know it's never too late to rebuild, to reconnect, to rise again. Because the truth is, you didn't just move your knees today, you reignited your independence. You reminded your body that age doesn't define you. Action does. Keep that promise to yourself and watch how the smallest daily motion becomes the foundation for the life you deserve. Strong, free, and full of your. Here's the truth that every great comeback shares. It's not built in a single moment, but in the quiet promise you keep to yourself each day. Every time you choose to move, even for 5 minutes, you're choosing life over limitation. You're reminding your body that progress doesn't belong to the young, it belongs to the consistent. Aging doesn't steal strength, neglect does. And you, by being here, have already broken that cycle. So as you finish this session, remember your knees, your balance, your energy, they're not separate parts. They're one orchestra waiting for your direction. Every press, every lift, every breath brings them back into harmony. Some days will feel easier, others will test you. That's not failure, that's adaptation. And adaptation is how the body wins. If today's routine made you feel even a spark of confidence, don't let it fade. Make it part of your rhythm before your morning coffee, after dinner, or while watching TV. That's how change becomes permanent, through repetition, soaked in intention. It's not the intensity that transforms you. It's the consistency that rewires you. So here's my challenge for you for the next 7 days. Repeat these movements 3 times a week. Write it down, own it, track how you feel. Because each repetition isn't just building muscle, it's building proof. Proof that your body still responds, still strengthens, still listens. If this video helped you move, share it with someone who needs hope, a parent, a friend, a neighbor who's lost trust in their own body. Remind them it's never too late to start. Together we can build a movement of movement, one that keeps us standing taller, living longer, and walking toward freedom with confidence. So keep showing up, keep choosing motion, because every time you do, you're not just keeping your body alive, you're keeping your independence alive.